Welcome to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast, aka CTP, in association with TheLibertyBeacon.com, and I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard, and that's Leonard. CTP is your no muss, no fuss, just me, you, and occasional guest type podcast. I really appreciate you tuning in. As Graham Norton would say, let's get on with the show.
Hello, another September. I'm wearing my 9/11 shirt still. September 2024 video only exclusive special drop about Kamala. Again, I would prefer to be talking to you about positive things. In fact, I've got a Before It's News article I released, a re-release of a couple weeks ago about Strategically Stupid, which actually is a sneak peek of what's coming at the Liberty Beacon this Saturday, the 28th, called Strategically Stupid. It's the economy. Stupid. Talking about anything other than the economy, except maybe the 20 million illegals flood, which of course correlates and causes issues with the economy, so they relate. But, talking about the weather or talking about, I don't know what. The point is, it is strategically stupid with the economy the way it is and people being able to feel and see that for themselves to discuss anything but that with them to potentially sway votes is strategically stupid. But that's Saturday's show, Saturday's article. This Kamala Goebbels Harris at it again. Right? I'd rather talk to you about what Trump did and what Trump will do to fix what the Kamalunist and Biden did to break the economy and bring it back again. But instead, I'm kind of forced to continue to deal with Kamala Goebbels Harris lies. She was on another show, right? They pulled Groundhog Harris out of her cave just long enough to prop her up in front of a supposed news agency, yet another ultra-leftist propaganda outlet disguised as news, so she could spew a new, Groundhog Harris, also you could call her Parrot Harris, right? Because bring her out long enough to parrot the new set of lies they got her to memorize. And at the leftist media, pretending to do an interview, again, just an opportunity for her to come out unopposed and spew a new set of lies. And of course, the leftist interviewer, per se, is not going to challenge her one bit. No follow-ups, certainly no fact checks about her lie. What was the latest lie? Well, Trump's tariffs. Oh my God, they're a disaster. They're going to be dangerous. And of course, the fact check would be real simple. Well, if the Trump tariffs are such a problem, why is your current administration still have the Trump tariffs that he put in place in his first term? And in fact, in some cases, you and Biden raised those tariffs even higher. And, people don't know anything. They won't fact check her. They won't do any follow-up. So she's lying about, the Trump tariffs are so dangerous. Well, if they were so dangerous, Why didn't you revoke them? Why didn't you repeal them? You've kept them all. In fact, you raised some of them. Kamala lie #1 today. And the other thing is an ad, another misleading, lying ad. Like the Trump abortion bans that don't exist. Trump was president. He was not a governor of any state. He does not affect in any way, shape, or form, cannot enact one piece of legislation in any state. That is up to the state legislatures and the state governors. And the Dobbs decision returned abortion to the state. There is no Trump abortion ban anywhere. It has nothing to do with anything. It's a lie. It's a state issue. If there's any issue regarding abortions, that's on your legislature and your governor or your own people for putting ballot initiatives on your ballots and passing laws regarding abortion, access or restriction or whatever. The lie today, the ad today, Trump's IVF ban. Well, if there's IVF issues anywhere, who's been in office for the last 3.5 years? If there's an issue with IVF, why haven't you done something about it? But of course, now Trump is going to ban IVF in certain states. Again, Trump is president. It is not a federal issue. It is a state issue. Each state decides those issues for itself. These Kamala Goebbels Harris lies after lies after lies because they cannot talk about their policy that's been a disaster for 3.5 years. And their plans like Soviet-style price control that will exacerbate the problems, not fix them, but will make them worse. So the only thing they can do is try fear porn, lie to you, try to get you fearful of the pretend policy of Donald Trump, which isn't his policy, right? You know, straw man arguments, right? He didn't say it. They say he said it, and it's a lie. It's a straw man so that a fictional position like the whole Project 2025, like during the debate and in ads, over and over and over, they repeat the lie. Trump's policy is clearly laid out on his presidential candidacy website. That's where his policy items are laid out. Nowhere else. Anybody else's desires and plans are irrelevant. Trump's plans are on his website and his website alone. Period. End of topic. Trump 47, it's called, right? Trump something 40. Trump 47 agenda, I think. That's his policy prescriptions, not Project 2025. But again, the left always has to lie. They can never deal in truth and reality. They could never get elected if they were honest. All right, I'm just kind of checking my notes here. That sums it up. That quick, dirty show, because I'm dropping a midweek piece at the Liberty Beacon on this main issue of the right. You would think they might teach her the word Smoot-Hawley, but of course, she's not smart enough to know what it is. They're not smart enough to know what it is to tell her to say it. And if they did tell her to say it, you all know the blank stare that would be on her face as she's trying to parrot the line they fed her to tell I'm saying this, but I don't know what I'm talking about, but my staff told me to say it. It would be clear and obvious on her face that she has no clue and probably might even cackle about it. Like she cackled about, oh, I own a gun and I'll kill anybody that comes in my house. Right. Not a laughing matter at all. It's serious matter. And that's called foreshadowing. Or having said that, if she indeed does shoot somebody, she could be charged with murder or assault, because she said she was clearly going to shoot anybody. It isn't self-defense at that point. It is premeditated action. This woman, she said Trump and his terrorists are unserious. There's no one more unserious on this planet than cackling Kamala, laughing about everything, and clearly doesn't know anything. The least serious and knowledgeable person to run for dog catcher anywhere, let alone she's running for president. Absurd, ridiculous, but that's why all the fear ads, lies. It's all about identity politics and lies. They cannot get elected without fooling people, tricking people into voting for them. Okay, I went longer than I thought I'd go already. So indeed, at any rate, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. And yes, this coming Saturday will be Strategically Stupid. Hope you'll tune in for that episode, and indeed go to thelibertybeacon.com and check out the correlating in conjunction with that show article. Because again, articles and shows are meant to complement each other. They are not identical coverages. Thank you all. Take care. God bless.
Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you, or autographed copies are available online direct from me via terrorstrikes.info/shop. Be sure to check out more about today's discussion at thelibertybeacon.com, where my articles drop every Saturday. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come. But for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff. No fancy high production intro or inserts, at least yet, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help to grow the show. Just wanted to give a brief shout out and thank you to all the folks on iHeartRadio and Player FM for being 2 in the top 3 platforms that my show, Constitutionalist Politics, is most often listened to. So thank you all. Take care. God bless.